Why am I stuck? There's a moment we've all known, a spark of something we want to do, something that matters. Maybe it's a question you've been turning over, like what you truly believe about the world. Maybe it's a project, a conversation, or a dream you've kept tucked away. You feel it calling, but when the moment comes to act, there's nothing. A strange, invisible fog settles in, and you're stuck. I've been there, staring at a blank page, knowing I wanted to write, but unable to start. Why does beginning feel so impossible sometimes? More than that, how do you step through that fog and move forward? It starts with the stories we spin in our heads. You know them. I'm not ready. What if it falls apart? I'll get to it tomorrow. They slip in so quietly, like uninvited guests settling in. I've caught myself saying I'd wait for the right moment to tackle something big, like wrestling with a question about life or reaching out to someone I'd drifted from. But the right moment? It's a myth. Those stories aren't protecting us. They're holding us hostage. They're the mind's way of dodging discomfort, whispering that staying still is safer than stepping into the unknown. Every time we believe them, we let another chance slip through our fingers. But there's more to it than excuses. Beneath the surface lies something raw, something human. Fear, for one. Fear of stumbling, of being seen as less than we hope to be. I remember holding back an idea, terrified it wouldn't land, that I wouldn't measure up. Then there's the trap of perfectionism, the belief that everything must be flawless before it's worth trying. It's a thief, that need for perfection. It steals our momentum. Sometimes it's the sheer weight of the thing we want to do. A question about existence, a change in how we live. It can feel like staring into an endless void. And when we doubt ourselves, when we wonder if we're even enough to try, that void grows heavier still. So, how does one break the spell? The doubts won't vanish. They're part of being human, flickering like shadows at the edge of thought. But movement is possible, even in their presence. It begins with something small, so small it feels almost trivial. If you're grappling with a big idea, write one sentence, one question. If you're avoiding a hard conversation, type a single word you might say. I started a project I'd been dodging by scribbling one messy note. Nothing fancy, just a start. That was enough to crack the dam open. Another approach is to give yourself a brief window. Set a timer for 5 minutes and step into the task, knowing you can stop after. Often, those 5 minutes stretch because beginning shifts something. It's like turning a key in a rusty lock. And don't wait for it to be polished. Let it be rough, unformed, real. The first draft of anything, whether it's a thought, a sketch, or a step toward change, is never perfect. It doesn't need to be. It just needs to exist. There's a quiet power in starting, even imperfectly. It's like dropping a stone into still water. The ripples spread, small at first, then wider. Each step builds a kind of courage, a proof that you can move through fear. History is full of people who began without certainty, writers who sent manuscripts into the void, facing rejection after rejection. Thinkers who asked questions no one else dared to voice. They didn't start with answers. They started with a spark, a refusal to let their ideas die untested. That same spark lives in you. It's in the question you're hesitant to ask, the dream you've shelved, the choice you've been circling. If hesitation still lingers, try carving out a quiet space, free from the hum of notifications or the pull of distractions. Ask yourself, what's the smallest piece of this I can touch today? A word, a gesture, a single breath toward it. When you take that step, notice how it feels, not the outcome, but the act itself. There's a line from Mary Oliver that stays with me. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert, repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Let yourself love what calls you, whether it's a question, a creation, or a change, and let that love guide your first step. You're not as stuck as you feel. That thing you've been carrying, the one that feels too big or too small, it's waiting for you. Not tomorrow, not when you're ready, but now. Find one piece of it, the tiniest thread, and pull. Write a line, say a word, ask a question. If you want, share it in the comments. What's one step you'll take today? You're already closer than you know. You're here, listening, longing. All that's left is to begin.